Today I'm sharing with you 10 things you should definitely know before coming to Lebanon. Number 1 is the most asked question about Lebanon. Is it safe? Now it's true Lebanon has been through wars, instabilities, revolutions, explosions and more. But it is now one of the safest countries you can visit in the Middle East. When you're traveling across Lebanon, you'll see a lot of military checkpoints, barriers, soldiers with full ammo and gear and whatsoever. But this is normal, it's been like this for years. A tip for you in that matter, if you're a tourist here, make sure not to take any pictures or record any videos of military personnel or checkpoints. They tend to frown on that. Number 2, know where to exchange money. Since last year, the country has been going through a very bad financial crisis. Lebanon's bank system collapsed, trapping all of the Lebanese people's money and life savings in the banks, not allowing them to withdraw any of it. So there's been an inflation in the local currency here. Now to explain it a bit more, there are 3 exchange rates now in Lebanon. The official government rate is 1,515 liras. There's the bank rates, which is 3,900 liras, and there's the black market rate, which changes every few hours. To make it simpler, if you buy a Coke bottle with your credit card, you'll pay $6. If you buy it with the Lebanese black market exchange rate, you'll pay about 80 cents. So a huge tip for you guys if you're planning on coming to Lebanon: don't use any ATMs, don't pay with your credit card, don't exchange money from official exchange shops, and do not pay with US dollars. Always go for black market exchange shops. Now the best way to know the price daily is by downloading one of these apps. Number 3 is something that we all need during traveling, which is of course internet. To get internet, you need a SIM card. And to get a SIM card, you can stop at any mobile shop, which are all over the country, so you won't go through any trouble finding one. There are 2 network operators, which are Alpha and Touch. You can get the SIM card and about 6 gigabytes of data for about $10, black market exchange rate that is. Of course, there's cheaper and there's more expensive depending on how much data you need. Number 4 is transportation. Now, Lebanon's public transportation system is not very convenient, almost non-existent for that matter. So my tip for you is either to rent a car ranging from $8 to $20 per day depending on the car and depending on how many days you want it, or use a taxi. Now for taxis, you have many choices. There's Uber, there's Careem, there's Bolt. All of these are apps that have the same system as Uber. They're fast, they're convenient, they're cheap. And finally, don't forget to pay with Lebanese pound. Another choice you can get is service. Now what service is a shared taxi ride that can take up to 4 passengers and charges up to 4,000 liras per person. But service is mostly inside Beirut and doesn't take you far distances unless you agree with him about the price and blah blah blah. You get the point. Moving on to number 5, it is one of the huge misconceptions. It is one of the huge misconceptions of Lebanon. It is not a desert. Lebanon stretches across the eastern shore of the Mediterranean Sea. It has beautiful beaches, mountains, rivers, lakes, waterfalls, and some of the most beautiful nature-rich locations you'll ever see in the Middle East and maybe even the world. And the absolute best part of it all is that you can go skiing in the morning in one of Lebanon's mountain ski resorts and then drive for only 30 minutes to go to the beach to get a tan and go for a swim. Number 6. Oh my god, number 6 is the best one. Number 6 is Lebanese cuisine. Now, if you're planning on visiting Lebanon, then you have definitely heard of Lebanese food. The Lebanese cuisine has one of the widest varieties of food in the world, from the Lebanese manouche to the Lebanese meza to tabbouleh to fattoush to hundreds of more plates and dishes that you will absolutely love. So make sure you visit here and you try as many foods as you can. Trust me, you are going to love it. Number 7 is something that might sound a bit weird. It is the fact that almost everyone in Lebanon smokes. If you're ever in Lebanon, you have to keep in mind that almost 70% of the population here either smokes cigarettes or smokes shisha. In here, it is absolutely normal for anyone to take out the cigarette packet, to take a cigarette, to light it up in a public place, in a restaurant, in wherever. This is absolutely normal. Please do not get offended. It's something that we just do. Most Lebanese people smoke, so you have to kind of get used to it and don't get offended. That's it. Something that you absolutely do not want to get into is our number 8 for today. It is Lebanese politics. When it comes to politics, Lebanon has to be one of the most complex, if not the most complex country in the world. It's a country that divides its political powers across religious and sectarian lines. There are over tens of political parties in Lebanon, and the Lebanese people, unfortunately, are super affected by it to the point where certain areas kind of belong to certain political parties. So just keep in mind when you're here, meet as many people as you can, but do not get into politics because everyone is completely different. Now you might ask, when is the best time to visit Lebanon? I'm about to tell you. Lebanon has a typically Mediterranean climate, which means it is cold in the winter and hot in the summer. The absolute ideal time to visit is spring and autumn, where you can enjoy the cool breeze and the not so hot weather. You can go skiing or you can go swimming at the same day. خلاص ياسمينة. You can go ice skating in the morning. You can go swimming in the afternoon. You can go camping in the night. You can do whatever you want, basically. To finish it off, of course, what is a country without its people? Now, hey, I'm not going to be biased just because I'm Lebanese. I see it just a little bit. But I'm going to tell you about what I heard from foreigners all around the world who have been to Lebanon. Lebanese people are some of the nicest, most hospitable people you'll ever meet in the Middle East, maybe even the world. We absolutely love foreigners. We absolutely love sharing our culture with everybody. So make sure to meet as many people as you can. Enjoy your time, make memories. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button. Also subscribe below, and I will see you in the next one.